Hello, my pretties, my lovelies. I don't know what to call you guys. What should I call you guys? What should I refer to you guys at? I feel bad saying, like, hey, you guys, all the time. So, any ideas, let me know. But welcome back. Hope you guys had a good week. This one is one of these rare and in between readings that is actually going to be one of my like timed readings, the meaning that it's not really meant to come back at a later time and watch it. And that is only because I am going to be tapping into today's energy, since today is Friday the 13th. Oh, it's October. And also, tomorrow is going to be, I'm like, tomorrow? Anyways, tomorrow is going to be the new moon and solar eclipse in Libra. So that is very interesting. Now I'm going to be straight up with you guys, and I've said this before. I don't really know like specifics about astrology. I know the basics, the very, very, very bare minimum. But somehow when I do these readings, when they are about full moon energy, new moon energy, they just tend to align somehow. So even if I really don't know what I'm talking about, in the end, it matches up with the energy, and that's really cool. Yeah, I think that's all I need to blab about, other than I did restock my shop, my Etsy shop. The link's in the description. If anyone is interested in a personal, I'm trying to get back into that flow of doing it. So if you want to book a reading, feel free. Please do so. While I do have my openings available right now, and then I'll restock it like I've done in the past. Okay, we're not doing our little, I don't even know what they're called. We're not doing the Disney ones today. Hi. We're gonna be doing we have these toys today that I've used before. It just dawned on me I have something else, but I'm gonna save it for the next reading, since this is meant to be a short reading, even though I'm going on and on some. Sorry. We have the markers, or what are these called? Oh, they're the washable tempera. If I'm saying it wrong, please forgive me. We have the Rubik's Cube for 2, and 3 is the Frisbee timestamps are in the description and comment section. I will meet you guys at your pile. Hi, pile 1. Welcome to your pick a card reading. You guys are the Crayola tempera. I don't know. Should I call you guys the era? Anyways, welcome to your pick a card reading. Today's reading, I really wanted to tap into this energy of the full moon or new moon eclipse in Libra. I have already been feeling this energy. Let me know in the comments if you have. It's been pretty strong, and I don't think Libra comes off as that intense of a sign, but it feels very intense lately. Let me know how you guys have been dealing with it. Oh, look, we got little Tuk Tuk over here. I'm going to move him. We're going to escort him out. And we're going to move your markers over here because we're going to start your reading. We're going to take a look into this. I didn't draw a lot of cards. This is really meant to be similar to my Instagram readings. I'm trying to keep that same format, but you guys know me. Once I start talking, I don't mean to. I kind of keep going, and yeah. So thank you if you watched the whole reading. Thank you. Make sure to subscribe if you've made it this far. Four of Pentacles. Okay, before I put down the other cards, what I wanted to say, and before I distracted myself, I knew there was something I was trying to tell you guys. The main purpose of this reading, and this is something that I do on someone else that I know does the same reading, what we like to do is we like to see how this energy is going to affect us, how it's going to change us, what changes it might bring, that sort of thing. So that's what the purpose of this reading is. Going back, let's keep it going, right? Let's keep it going. I never know how straight or crooked it is until I'm editing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm very lousy at that. Let's do that first, and then I'll tap into the Oracle cards. So we have the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Really what I get with, ooh, okay, this is cool. I really like this energy for you guys, pile 1. What I'm getting with this, it's just like letting go of expectations, letting go of what others may think you're meant to be, who you're supposed to be. It's about letting go of that energy and really tapping into like your creativity and being the person that you are. For some of you, your creativity is the way you dress, it's the way you style your hair, it's your tattoos, your jewelry, I mean, just anything like outside. I don't even know what you call it. Just the way that you present yourself to the world, that's part of it. But the other part is who you are in the inside. It's like not holding yourself back anymore. It's not stopping yourself from being who you want to be. I mean, look at this Ace of Wands, this beautiful, beautiful hair. I mean, I wish I could have hair like that sometimes. And for those of you that do, I'm really jealous, but it would take too much maintenance for me to do it. But that's pretty much what the point is. It's like holding back, and you can see the contrast in the colors. This is very neutral and very like earthy tones. And then over here you have this bright and like, bam, in your face. Like, this is who I am. This is who I am, what I'm about, what I like to be, and not feeling pressured anymore by outside influences. There's really not too much else. I mean, this is really what this energy is trying. It's trying to push you to be your authentic self. To summarize it, I think that's pretty much what I'm getting right now for your pile one. I'm not getting too much else. It's just like letting go of inhibitions, letting go of what people expect, and it's just doing what you expect of yourself, what you would want. And let's get your oracle card. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. And what was I saying? Being authentic. Authentic is being true to who you are, what you represent, what you're about. And that's not just limited who you are on the inside. That is like all on the outside, right? And again, going back to appearances. Maybe that was the word I was looking for before. And that's kind of sad if it was, because it was so simple of a word. But you guys know me. I always forget. And if you're new to the channel, that's just how I do. I do forget, and it's something that annoys me, but it's just how I do things around here, and I'm accepting of it, kind of, and I hope you guys are somewhat too. I know it gets annoying, it frustrates me. But this is really what your pile is. So I love how they all come together, they all sync, they all mesh, and you guys know I love my synchronicities, especially in the readings, and it just comes together so perfectly. So pile one for you, basically this Friday the 13th, this new moon. Oh gosh, I hope it's new moon. I saved something so I could refer back. Yeah, new moon and solar eclipse in Libra energy. It's about you being true to who you are, becoming your authentic self and not being afraid or ashamed of it. And maybe some of you will have to deal with that. I have been dealing with my own shame wound that I've had. So maybe some of you are going to be dealing with that as well. Coming up, it's a really beautiful reading. Let me know if that resonates, pile one. I'm going to leave it there. Make sure to subscribe if you did watch the entire reading or if you didn't earlier, and hit that notification bell so you get notified when I post another pick a card. The link to my Instagram also in the description box for more pick a card readings. Like I said, comment below. Let me know how your Friday the 13th went. I'm trying to get you guys to comment more. So comment, please. I need to get back to some other comments. But that's it. I will see you guys on the next pick a card reading. Bye, pile one. Happy Friday the 13th, pile two. This energy with the new moon, it's still going to linger. So, I mean, I wouldn't say that you can't watch it like a week after, but like 2 or 3 months down the road, possibly not. I mean, maybe it has a message for you. If you do end up watching it, you're just like bored, or maybe it just auto plays on YouTube. Anyways, today's pick a card reading, I am tapping into that energy. That's what I'm talking about it. It is that Friday the 13th, and we're going right into this new moon and solar eclipse in Libra. I've been feeling this energy. Let me know in the comment section if you have too. Very curious to see how you guys have been feeling this energy. But you guys are the Rubik's Cube pile. I don't know, I just felt like I didn't have any scary things to use for Friday the 13th. But hopefully the candles and, the shadows has some sort of an ambience. But I'm trying to keep it like Instagram short, but like video wise, because you guys, if you've seen my readings, you guys know I always go on about this because I really don't mean to go on with the readings, but I just can't help it. I really get into the reading and I just want to keep going, and hopefully some of you appreciate that. Some of you may not, and that's cool too. But thank you to those of you that do stick through the whole pile. I really do appreciate that. let's get to your reading. So again, the reading is about this Friday the 13th, this new moon and solar eclipse in Libra. And what it is, I tend to do this myself when there's going to be like a new moon or full moon, just to see how that energy is going to be affecting me and what changes or what it's going to push me to do, or what it's trying, like what its purpose is bringing into my life. And that's what we're going to be taking a look at for you guys. So I do have very minimal cards because I'm trying to do it, like I said, Instagram style. And let's get to it. We're going to start with tarot though. Ooh, okay. That's an interesting one. Pile 2. Look, pile 2. I don't have no beef with any of you. I really don't. But what is this energy that I'm getting for you guys? I mean, pile 2. What have you guys been doing lately? What have you been up to? I mean, you guys just made my job like hard. What is going on here? I want to, like, I was gonna use my nightmare deck, but I didn't, and the main reason is because I've really been attached to this tarot deck, and I'm probably trying to delay reading this energy right now. But to be honest, this energy has been showing up a lot in my readings. To be honest, it's been showing up a lot. So nothing. Yeah. So what is this? I kind of feel like if you guys were drawn to pile 1, you may find some messages in there. I really feel, I mean, these aren't the cards I would want, you know? And I think you guys already know. You guys have seen enough pick a card readings, whether on YouTube, on Instagram, or any other platform, TikTok. Well, I don't know about TikTok, but that's a whole nother discussion. And some of you might know what I'm trying to reference, but I mean, these aren't the most positive, but the way that I'm interpreting it for what this energy is trying to do and what it's trying to push you towards is trying to push you to acknowledge where this energy is coming into your life, where it's stopping you, where it's holding you back. The 7 of Swords, it was more about like you not being honest with yourself, and maybe it's about this. Like, this person has their back to it, right? He's got his hand wide open. Like, I got this for you. And it's like you almost take this offer from this person without really looking at it. I'm trying not to go like too deep into it because gosh, it is not to be meant to be like a negative reading. I'm trying not to, so I'm gonna try to keep it as lighthearted as I can. Sometimes it's hard to. I know some of you might be a little bit more sensitive to what I say than others. Please just know that I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just trying to give you what I get from the energy from the cards. Really, what I get from this pile 2, it's about owning your truth. And it's about facing your inner demons. I feel like it's about not being in denial about certain things. Look, there's nothing wrong with it because we're all human. We all have our downfalls. Trust me, I do too. I'm not even gonna sit here and try to be like, oh, I got my whole life together and I don't have anything. Like no, I do. Trust me, I do. So I'm not sitting here trying to like, oh, pile 2, what, no. So please don't interpret what I'm saying that way because I'm not trying to. I'm not. I'm just trying to tell you from this energy, from the new moon, this is what it's pushing you towards. I feel like it's more just really about accepting your truth, being honest with yourself. Because I feel like once you really do face all of this, or at least become more self-aware of it, it is going to shift you in a positive direction. It's going to move you along on your journey, along on your path. That's really what it comes down to. I'm interested. I'm kind of tired of looking at these cards. Not you, pile 2. I'm just tired of these cards. Let's look at what we have. We have the wandering path. Enjoy the journey. And so we have a map, and it kind of feels like this person is on, like they're on their way to do something, right? They're on their way. Like, can I just do this? Like, they're ready for some type of adventure. They're trying to go somewhere. I mean, they're a little bit sneaky about it, though, right? And then we got that little crow, like, oh, just like trying to warn them. I feel like it's just about enjoy the journey. Let me tap into that. Sorry, I know I'll go back and forth. Your guys is a little bit different, okay? You guys wasn't like one. One was just straightforward, and you guys threw me for a loop. So yeah, it was the enjoy the journey. It's like they want you to enjoy the journey, but they want you to keep moving at the same time. And it's like everything else, all this, whatever this is, the fears, the doubts, insecurities, the addictions, whatever it is, it's like holding you back. It's not, it's like you're just like in limbo right now between phases. It kind of feels like maybe for some of you, you're meant to move on to this next chapter in your life, but this is like, halting you. You're just kind of like, you went on vacation somewhere and you're like, you know what? I like this place. I'm going to stay here a little bit longer, and it delays everything else. And I feel like that's what it is. And it's just kind of opening your eyes to that. It's like, enjoy the journey, do what you like, enjoy it, but just recognize the things that are holding you back in a way. I feel like maybe some type of an avoidance, maybe some type of a denial of something that's coming up, that you've had something that you need to deal with, but you're just like putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. This energy is like wanting to put it in your face, kind of like this bird, like yelling in your face, like, stop it. That's kind of what it is with that. Let me just take a look real quick at this card and just to see. Yeah, okay, so it's like following your true north, where you're meant to be, and it's like this is guiding you everywhere else. So it's like, we're gonna use Tuk Tuk. Like, you're supposed to be where Tuk Tuk is, right? And then you guys are Hey Hey. I don't know if pile 2 was Hey Hey last time. I don't think so. I think they were pile 1, but correct me. I don't know if I'm wrong. And then it's like you got all these other distractions and people and responsibilities and like this addiction. It's like, oh, I don't want to deal with it right now. You have all this other stuff going on. It's like, oh, I'll just go here. Oh, I'll go here. And so you're supposed to be going this way and you're going that way, So it's not to say that you guys are on the wrong path. It's just trying to align you better where you kind of want to be going. So to basically summarize it, for what I'm getting, it is about being true to who you are, to what you want, to where you want to be in life, and to not let the distractions and all the negative stuff get in the way, which it may have. And it might be that you've had, a rough patch where things have just kind of messed up your flow, messed up your emotional state, and you're just like, no, I'm not going to deal with that. So this is kind of the energy. It's just kind of like a little nudge to go back into the right direction and get you back on path. So for some of you, maybe you're not exactly where you were meant to be along your path, and it's just kind of nudging you like, hey. I mean, for some of you, they might be screaming at you. So if I'm gonna be honest, this does kind of feel like possible tower moment type stuff, just because of these two cards. They're pretty intense, and I haven't been hiding that from you guys. So not to scare you or anything, but it is something where the spirit is trying to nudge you where you need to be. That's pretty much what it is, and this energy is doing that. I am gonna leave it there because I'm sure that's probably a lot to take in. Breathe it out. To just know that everything is gonna be okay, no matter what. You're gonna get to your path. Don't be afraid. Just don't be afraid. You're gonna get through this, and life will get better. I mean, yeah, and life will still have its moments. That is never gonna change. So just keep going. Trust in yourself, and believe in yourself, and listen to your guides. Listen to your intuition. Let me know in the comment section if that resonated. Very interested to find out. But if not, you're like, I don't want to put my business out there. That is cool. And you can just say pile 2 and I will get it. I will understand. Just kind of see, or some of you are in your path too. It's really kind of cool to see the growth and the changes that you guys make. It really is. It's really cool. I really like seeing that. I don't know. For me personally, as a tarot reader, I do. I don't know. May sound weird. Maybe other tarot readers do. Maybe others don't. But I do. I like seeing that it really does help you guys in some kind of a way. So comment. If not, subscribe if you're not already, and especially if you made it this far. Especially if you made it this far. Click on that notification bell so you get notified when I post another pick a card. The link to my Etsy shop for personals in the description, along with the link to my Instagram for more pick a cards. That is it, pile 2. Just breathe it out. Enjoy this weekend. And I will catch you on my next pick a card reading. Bye, pile 2. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your pick a card reading. You guys are the Frisbee pile. Today's pick a card reading, it is Friday the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th. I think it's lucky. Some of you may not. I don't know. Some of you probably just don't even care. And that's cool too. But we do have the new moon and solar eclipse in Libra tomorrow. I've already been feeling this energy. Let me know in the comment section if you have too, because it has been crazy. I've been feeling these pushes and changes I need to make. I really do know what changes I need to make. I'm working on them. So let me know about you guys. So this is why I want to do this reading. It's not a timeless reading, but maybe in the future, maybe it'll resonate for someone, and that's cool too. That's fine. It's not really meant to be a timeless reading, but if it works, then hey, cool. I'm down with that. That is fine. That is fine with me. Anything I wanted to mention? I don't know if I mentioned it in the intro or in pile 1. I am someone who doesn't really know a lot about astrology. Like my knowledge of astrology is very, very basic, very minimal. I love it, and like, I wish I understood how the whole thing works. Like this trining, Pluto or something. Like, you guys know those words. I don't understand. Square, trine. It's just foreign to me. But somehow when I do these readings on Instagram, it comes together, it makes sense, and the energy is captured in the readings, even though I don't know what the hell I'm talking about or how this energy really is impacting people. So this is pretty much, I'm just giving you the live version of that right now, and because it's Friday the 13th, I just wanted to do this today and get this posted out. So before I forget, if you made it to this, please subscribe if you're not already. Thank you to everybody who is. Really helps out the channel. I'm trying to get this ramped up and going again, so any help I would really appreciate it from you guys. And let's get to your reading. We're gonna put this Frisbee over here and get to it. I'm gonna do it, it's very minimal cards, but as a warning, you guys know how I am. I just get into the readings and they just go on and on and on, and I'm sorry. I hope that a lot of you do enjoy it. I know some of you probably don't. Sorry. I hope you at least get something out of the reading. If not, I'm sorry. But for those of you who do, thank you. I really appreciate it. And thank you for just watching. So we're just going to keep it minimal. I'm hoping it's going to be short, but pile 2 ended up being a little bit longer. Pile 1 was pretty quick. Pile 3, we're going to see. We're going to save the oracle. I was telling pile 1, I'm really sorry. I know my cards, like, I just lay them out when I do it, and then when I'm editing, I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, viewers. I'm so sorry. So what is this full moon? Friday the 13th. I did ask Friday the 13th, so we're throwing this in there. It counts. And the lunar eclipse, solar eclipse in Libra. And this is a reading I like doing personally. I tend to do this for myself just to see how is it affecting me, what energy is it bringing. So I do like bringing it to you guys because I feel like it does help me on my journey, or at least kind of get an idea. This energy is really going to help you with getting in alignment with yourself, really finding that stability within. I feel like you becoming reliable to yourself. For a lot of you, you've had your heart broken, so this energy is going to be bringing up those past wounds. You might end up getting triggered by people. Someone might reject you, and it might trigger that rejection wound. So it's something to keep in mind. When you feel it, it's just something to keep in mind that it may come up. And the reason for it happening, it isn't to break your heart all over again. It isn't, to put you back in this energy, but it is that there's probably some wounds that still need to be healed. I know it's hard and it's like not fun to deal with. Just kind of giving you a heads up with that. But this energy is going to make you feel more balanced and more in line with yourself and becoming who you really are meant to be. And you're becoming that best friend to yourself, watching out for you. And it also, for a lot of you with this 3 of Swords, I just kind of feel like some of you are just over it. You're like, no, I feel like you're healing, but at the same time, you're just like stepping into your power. Like, no, this isn't what I'm going to allow anymore, or I'm not going to let the past affect me. You're like, I'm letting it go. And it's kind of interesting because you do see him walking away from these pentacles. And I kind of feel like that might be pretty much you. Like, you're like, I'm walking towards what I want out of life. And it's not, I'm walking away from the heartbreak. I'm walking away from the past wounds, the stuff that's held me back, that's stopped me. Whatever the case may be for you, whatever applies, that's what this energy is doing. I think that pretty much covers tarot. So let's get our oracle card. And we have traveling lightly, simplify your life. Yes, yes. And that fits perfectly. You guys in pile 1, it was so easy. Pile 2 was a little bit more tricky. A little bit. Some of these readings, you know, they get you. At least they get me. I'm not going to be here and sit here and be like I'm the best tarot reader. No, I'm not. I'm not going to sit here and say that. I am gifted. But I will tell you, sometimes it takes a little bit to get these messages out. But I love how this one just immediately clicks for me, and it aligns with what I've been saying. Traveling lightly emotionally, and that's this. It's like letting go of this, like letting go of those past, that baggage, emotional baggage that you've had. And yes, it sucks. I'm trust me, I know it sucks, pile 3. It sucks having to go through this. You know, having to like go through these wounds again. But that is the beauty of healing. Because eventually you'll get to a point where it doesn't bother you like before. And you don't have to react the same way that you did. And it's like, yeah, it might bother you, but you're just like, okay. You know, you're more calm and mature about it. Because let me tell you, I know for me personally, it's something that I've seen the change within myself. Yes, some things still get me, but not like before. And that's what you guys are doing. The simplify your life. It's just like, this is you leaving this basket, this huge basket of your past emotions, pains, disappointments, frustrations. It's really asking you to let go of the past, to not hold on to it. This is a message I've been getting personally a lot in my readings, and it wasn't even for this. It's just lately the message that Spirit wants to pass on to me is like, let it go. And it fits. This fits your reading. And this probably, again, would be my pile if I was picking one out of 3. And that's all it is. It's something, look, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not. And this isn't asking you to. It's just this energy is really going to like push that green button on, the on button for you to know that this is something that you should be working towards. Or maybe you didn't know until this reading, and maybe, you know, like I said, that trigger is going to happen and you're going to be like, oh, I remember that reading. And this is why. It's not meant to put you in a bad place. It's just saying they want you to travel lightly. They don't want you to carry this burden anymore. They want you to let it go. They want you to enjoy life. They want you to find the stability within, to be your best friend and not have to worry about the past and what has happened. Because there's so much yet to come and you don't even know about. And it's going to be so good for you, pile 3. But this is the past. And this is what happened. Yes, it hurt. Yes, it was frustrating. But you have so much more. I mean, even look here how bright and colorful this area is. And that's what you have that's going to come to you. So don't let this stop you from having that happiness. And maybe some of you, you know, you're like, I don't even focus on it. And that's probably the case too. You're just, you know, it's just buried. But it is still within you. And it may affect you when the time comes, when you are triggered. And then it's like, oh crap, you know, and then you have to face it. So it's just kind of wanting you to become aware of it now so that you don't really have to deal with it as much later. And you can kind of take your time working through it and just kind of like, okay, working through that pain or healing it pretty much. Sorry, so that's probably a lot. But really, to summarize your reading, pile 3 is Friday the 13th, new moon, gosh, I hope I said it, and the solar eclipse in Libra is really just trying to push you to lighten your load, your emotional load. And so that way that you're not worried about it, you know, that it's not affecting you later on, or it's not something that you reflect on and it's something that like you might think about and it breaks your heart all over again, you know, because there's stuff like that. I know for me where I can be doing really good and then suddenly I have a memory and it just kind of like upsets me in a way, and it's just like, oh, you know, just kind of reliving it. So I think that's really what it is, just so that when you do, like, maybe it's not, maybe for some it's forgiving, which, yeah, that's a whole nother topic we're not going to get into. But it's just knowing that you don't have to reflect on it anymore. Like, it's not something that you want to reflect on. You want to focus on the happier things and stuff. So that's pretty much what it is. And this is what that energy is trying to push you to. It's just, yes, for some, it is going to push you to try to heal. Yeah, I know. I know a lot of you probably don't like that and know what it's like. Some of you are just like, oh, here we go again. I know. Trust me, I know. It has a reason. It has a reason. And that way, so you can just be more stable, dependable, and these emotions, this heartbreak won't affect you. And maybe some of you have gone through heartbreak recently and not something that's been a little bit of time too. So it can be recent, it can be old. And maybe if it is recent, then maybe even more so this would apply to you. But for others of you, just sometimes when you think about that memory, they don't want you to think about this. They want you to think of something more pleasant and happy, that makes you smile still instead of something that breaks your heart all over again. And yeah, I think that's what we have. Simplify your life. That's pretty much what it is. That's all it is, pile three. So let me know. Comment if you made it this far. Subscribe if you're not already. Click on the notification bell so you get notified when I post another pick a card. The link to my Etsy and Instagram for personals and for more pick a card readings are all in the description box. I will catch you on the next pick a card, pile three. Have a great weekend. Bye, pile three.